Hi everyone, welcome back. Meet my gorgeous model piece. Today we're going to be doing this special, really dramatic green and silver and shimmery look on her, just in time for Independence Day. So let's get started. First off, I groomed her brows. You already know brow threading is my favorite method. So I threaded her brows, cleaned them up, and now we're going to go right into her eyes. The first thing I did was fill in her brows, and I'm using LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil, and this is the darkest shade. This is blackest brown, I believe. We're going for a really dramatic look here, so I made her brows really dark and really defined, but still brown. Then on the tail, I'm going in with stroked liquid liner just to give me some nice sharp defined lines. I primed her eyes with NYX eyeshadow base in shimmer, the shimmery white one. So I applied that with a brush, then I blended it out a bit with my fingers, and then we'll go right in with her transition color. Her transition color is Blazing by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to apply that really loosely into her crease. You need no definition here. You just want a very nice warm brown cloud around her entire crease area. Next, her crease color is this beautiful matte green shade from the Viseart Dark Mattes palette. I'm applying that with a smaller crease brush, and I'm applying it in her crease from end to end. So from her outer corner all the way to the inner corner. I keep it closer to her eyelids when I'm at the inner corner, and then pull it a little further out in the outer corner and blend that so it goes seamlessly into the transition color. Next shade is Sekura from Magnolia Makeup. This is a very shimmery yet very dark green shade, and I applied that to her lids as well, but closer to her inner corner. So this will blend into the matte green, which in turn blends into the transition. Next up, I'm going to clean up a little bit. It's like a cut crease, but it's only in the center of her eyelids, and I'm using the same eyeshadow base I used underneath all this eyeshadow. So I applied that to the center, tapped it in a bit with my fingers, and now I'm pressing on some Magnolia Makeup Sugar Cane pigment to the center. Sugar Cane is like a sheer gold, and it's really shimmery. So I just pressed that to the center of her lids, blended the two sides out into the dark green. Now I'm patting on some Champagne Wishes glitter from Lit Cosmetics to the center of the sugar cane, just for extra effect. And now we can go on to her face. I primed her skin with Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r primer, so just applied that all over her face with a brush, then pushed it into the skin with my warm fingers. And her highlight is Black Opal True Stick Foundation in Nutmeg. I applied that to the center of her face with a wedge. I also applied some of her highlight right under her cheekbones just to help them pop out even more. With a damp beauty blender, I'm going to start blending out the edges of her highlights. When I'm done with that, I switched to a buffering brush and I applied her own shade of foundation. I'm using Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation in 460. I applied this first with the buffering brush, then I'm going to switch to the damp beauty blender to blend it into the highlights and also to just push the foundation into the skin a bit better. I contoured her face with cream foundation from AJ Crimson, and I'm just applying that with a dry wedge and blending it in as I go. Back in with the damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to smooth over her highlight one more time and then set it with RCMA No color powder. So I'm just pressing that on everywhere that I applied the lighter foundation, so it's really the center of her face. Next, I set her contour with the Black Radiance Contour Kit in Deep. This is the darkest shade, and I just brushed this over everywhere I applied the Contour Cream foundation. Once that's done, I go in with her own shade of foundation, and here I'm using Milani Mineral powder, just going over the rest of her face and also to blend everything else together. Guys, I am so sorry. I don't know why my edges are so dry or why they're covering half of the screen. I'm sorry. Liquid liner from Jordana. This is Color Envy on her upper lash line, a nice dramatic wing. Her lashes are MINK lashes from Wholesale Ng. Then some Jordana 12-hour Made to Last pencil on her waterline to finish off the eyes. Okay, no, one more thing on the eyes. After I lined her waterline black and I made it really dark, I applied some mascara on her own lashes. This is Big Shot mascara from Maybelline, and I'm just applying it with a brush because that's more hygienic, to push her lashes into the falsies and then also on her lower lash line. Once I'm done doing that, I'm now going to apply some highlight. This is the Trophy Wife from Fenty Beauty. It actually came out really nice on her skin tone. Plus, this is, like I said, a dramatic look. So extra shiny, extra sparkly. Yes, please. I also use the same highlight on her brow bone. I also applied the same Trophy Wife highlighter on her brow bone. Finally, for the eyes, back in with Sekura, and I used that to smudge out her lower lash line. Now, there's a lot of drama going on in this look already, so we kept her lips nude. I lined them with dark brown pencil from Cherimonya, blended that in, and then I filled the center of her lips with a matte lipstick from NYX. This is Butter. Blended that out and then went over that finally with some gold lip gloss from the Samfine Fashion Fair collection. Et voila! The look is complete. I love how dramatic it is, and it's so beautiful. It really is just a dramatic green smoky eye. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the public holidays. Perfect time to catch up on our videos, right?